Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my week 15 weight loss update on Zepbound. I am officially down 46.6 pounds total, with a 2.6 pound loss this week. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Shanda, and just a little recap of my Zepbound journey. My starting weight was 270.2 pounds on February 24th of this year. And as of June 9th, I weighed in at 223.6. So again, that's a total of 46.6 pounds. Yay! I'm super happy about that. I'm really proud of myself and of the steady progress that I've made. I'm especially proud of myself because of the mental commitment. In the past, prior to my Zepbound journey starting, I could talk myself into just about anything and feel okay about it for the most part. But I'm learning to detour those evil, persuasive thoughts into something more positive and constructive when it comes to food choices and quantity that I'm consuming. As far as side effects go, I'm still challenged with the irritation at the injection site. It's a very unpleasant feeling. I do use cortisone at the site when it does start itching. It does take the edge off, but it doesn't take it away completely. And it'll last up to about 3 to 4 days, sometimes even 5. The day before the next injection, it's pretty much back to normal, but only to inject 1 day later and for it to start all over again. So that's a little annoying. I also had a rough couple of days this week. You know, I am the HOA treasurer for my community, and we had some work done on our retention ponds. So me and the secretary, we're going to go and take a look at them, take pictures of it for our newsletter, you know, stuff like that. And I live a little bit further down than she does. So I called her and said that I'm on my way over to your house and we'll go to the retention ponds from there. So I stepped out, kind of started walking up the street, and then I felt this tightening. You guys have to excuse my nails. I haven't had the chance to get them done this week. It's just terrible, so I'm sorry about it. It's terrible. Excuse them. But I started walking up the street, and I started feeling this tightening in my calves. Kind of like a Charlie horse. You know how that feels? Kind of like that. So I was like, that's weird. So I just continued to walk. By the time I got to her house, I was exhausted. I didn't know what the heck was going on. So I kind of hung out in front of her house for a second, got my wits about me. And then we continued on to the retention ponds. I gotta tell you guys, I experienced an exhaustion that I've never experienced before. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to make it back home. So I kind of stood there for a little while once we got back to her house, and I was just like, oh my God, I didn't know what was going on. So I almost asked her to drive me to my house because I didn't know if I was going to fall out or not. So, and it was hot too. So granted, that could have been part of it, but I walk all the time. So that shouldn't have made that much of a difference. But so I said, let me just, take my time and walk back home. So I did make it, but I was out of it for the rest of the day. And this was like about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Okay. So I was out of it for the rest of the day and all day yesterday. I felt like these tingling sensations kind of in my legs and arms. Now, because I try to stay away from sugar, I don't typically drink Gatorade, okay? But my son had a huge pack of Gatorade on the table. So I said, you know what, maybe I'm dehydrated. Maybe that's why I'm feeling like I'm feeling. So I downed like 2 small Gatorades, and I felt guilty about that because they have like 13 grams of sugar each. And that's more probably sugar than I've had in months. But I was so desperate to feel better, and it was a little bit scary. So after I downed those Gatorades, I kind of felt better. I was feeling pretty good. And then I laid down, watched TV for a little bit, and then that same feeling came back. So I started like pounding water, and just nothing kind of made me feel better. So of course I went to bed Monday night and woke up on Tuesday, got up, got dressed, and I work and I do stuff from home, so I don't really go outside of the home to work. I work, here at home. So I got up and got dressed and did my hair and everything, and I was thinking, okay, so I think I'm feeling okay. And then maybe 30 minutes later, that feeling came right back. So I kind of just chilled all day yesterday. Didn't go anywhere, didn't go outside, didn't cook anything. I just had, whatever I had around the house from other stuff that I had cooked last week. So I started thinking about, is there anything that I did that was different than normal, than my typical thing? And the only thing that I can think of that I did differently is that Monday morning, it's my injection day. So I injected above my belly button for the first time. Not to say that that was the reason, but that's the only thing that I did differently. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know what that was about, but it was a pretty scary feeling. It could have been dehydration, I really don't know. But I'm going to monitor myself and see, if that feeling comes back again. And if it does come back, what happened, up to that point. So that is what I went through this week. But my weight loss is on track. I am going to stick with the 7.5. I just re-upped yesterday, and I went and picked that up. So I'm solid for at least another 4 weeks on the 7.5. I may consider going up in dosage, but I don't know. We'll see then. I'll let you guys know. But I hope you guys are doing great on your journeys. What's going on? Have you lost the weight you wanted to lose? Do you have any new recipes you could share with me? You know what? I'm going to tell you guys, it's very cool. Like the whole GLP-1 community. I was talking to this girl on TikTok, and she started her first shot like Friday, I think it was, something like that. And it's such a trip because she's so apprehensive and so afraid, hoping her body's going to take it well and all this stuff. And that's how I was feeling too on my first shot. So it is so fun talking to everybody, you guys. But anyhow, I'm like all off track. But yeah, so that's my update, guys. And let me know how you guys are doing. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, pretty.